So, hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of Simple and the Dragon podcast. We've got a very good special guest today. We've got JJ Charlton. How are you doing, bud?
I'm great, thank you. How are you guys?
We're pretty good. I'm pretty sure of that, aren't you, Si?
Yeah, well, I'm good as well. Thank you very much. Yeah, buzzing for this one. So, be interesting. That's it.
I'm looking for bees flying around my head if you sing. Yeah, so we've got some questions from Instagram, of course, for you, Jack. And if you want to answer them, you can. You know the drill.
Yeah.
I haven't got a drill though, have I? So yeah, the first one is obviously going to be plain simple, as you know what it is. Keep it simple.
That's it.
Let's get them off in.
So yeah, the first question is a simple question. Is what do you make of the Content Ballers game, which was not long ago?
Mate, to be fair, I loved it. I genuinely, for an event, I'd give it a 10 out of 10. Like, if I wanted to start at the beginning, it was just like so amazing to like meet every single creator like who I've really like followed, because going into the game I watched pretty much most of the people's content of everyone playing in the game. So to get to see everyone in real life was crazy. And like another thing was like when you walk into the changing room and you see all those shirts scattered around the changing room with all your names on the back, it is just genuinely so good. And yeah, obviously to play with creators who you've watched for a long time, in a game that you love, I just thought it was amazing, to be honest with you. I thought it was so good.
Nice.
Yeah. It was that seeing everybody on their videos and stuff like that, and all of a sudden seeing them all in person. It's a weird feeling, isn't it?
It was so weird, but yeah, it was just amazing. I thought like in terms of a game, it couldn't have really been any more entertaining. You know, 8 goals, a penalty shootout. It was end to end for a lot of the game. So people that watched online definitely got a decent game out of it as well.
Yeah, it definitely was. It was great. Yeah, I really enjoyed it as well.
Yeah. So, what? Like I said, that was a pretty simple question, pretty much. So yeah, the next one is who was your favorite creator that you actually played with?
Played with? Cool. Good question, Cal. I really liked Street Panner. Street Panner was like, he's so entertaining. Like, I don't want to bring Newcastle into it straight away, but I take it you guys have heard of Alan Maximan?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. So I just, when I saw him get the ball, I just got these Maximan vibes of him just attending these ridiculous skills, and he was pulling them off as well, and it was just so good to watch. So Street Panner's definitely up there. My centre-back partner, Jason Davenport, his content I think is just a different level. It's unbelievable. His Karen Karma videos and what would you do videos. I think his content's amazing. So yeah, probably them two. But again, I've watched all the creators online pretty much going into the game, so I'm a fan of everyone's content.
Yeah. Well, our last guest was Jason, in fact.
Yeah, I saw the podcast.
Yes, and he's a very honest person, and that's what we like.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that Street Panner was, I was shocked myself, because I know he's got all the skill and all the rest of it and everything else, but actually doing it on the pitch is another story. And he'd done one where he'd done this flip over, didn't he? And he flipped it over the person's head, and he actually went and got the ball the other side. It was like unreal. And
outrageous, yeah.
it was such a shame of his injury, wasn't it? Oh, it's nasty, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like I don't know what the actual injury was, but he was posting like, well, his media team or whoever it was posting like updates from him from like hospital and that, and like, well, thank God he's made the speedy recovery, but it looked bad. It looked bad on the day.
I couldn't believe it, because when he was holding his chest and all the rest of it, I thought, well, he's just got sort of bruised ribs or something like that. But then, he had to get an op on it and everything, didn't he?
Yeah, he was in overnight and for a few days, I think. But yeah, well, thank God he's okay now. Like,
yeah, definitely, 100%. Yeah, it's such a shame.
Yeah. So yeah, it's basically the same question as who you play with. Who was your favorite? Who was the most trickiest person to play against?
I would say Coach Kane. Definitely, because obviously he scored 4 goals, but there was a clip that went like relatively viral where he rainbow flicked me. I think that kind of summed up who was the hardest to play against, definitely. And yeah, I felt like second half as a team we held our own. Especially, I remember Jason saying on the podcast, I think we went like 40 minutes in the second half without conceding.
Yeah.
So we managed to keep him quiet for a lot of the game in the end. But yeah, he was unbelievable. And also Miss Kick, Grace Vella. I thought she ran the show in the midfield with Harry for them. So yeah, I thought she was really good as well.
Yeah.
The girls are excellent. I thought all the girls really played well.
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. I thought Keely was solid when she played at fullback. Harriet was good.
Yeah.
Jess was like Kante in the middle.
Jess was unreal. Yeah.
Like unbelievable, genuinely. But yeah, and it was just overall like it was a really, really good standard on the pitch, I thought. So yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, what Jason said on our last podcast, he actually said if you had come out with the same tempo, like in the like when you scored those goals, if you did it all game, you probably could have won that by another. You could have won by about 4 goals.
Yeah, no, mate, I totally agree. Not going to lie, and also you've got to consider the fact that they had a couple of training sessions together, and I think the South only had like 1 meetup where there was only I think there was 9. Were you at that, Simon?
I just come and drop Keely off. I didn't really get involved, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think it was that was literally the only sort of like meetup which the South had when the North had a couple or a few training sessions. So if we had a few training sessions together, then maybe we could have won the game like more comfortably. But yeah, we got the job done in the end. So
yeah, it took at least 45 minutes just to suss everybody out, see how they play, what's their best positions and stuff like that. So we sussed it out in the end, though, didn't we? So.
Yeah, no, spot on. And also, I felt like, for me in the changing room, I thought like you were fantastic in getting us organised. Like genuinely, really, really good at getting us organised with like set pieces and all the rest of it. Like even our Sunday league managers don't do any of that. So yeah, I thought you'd done a great job, and even with substitutions as well. Like there was no one really who like didn't get any sort of game time. Like everyone got like a decent amount of minutes.
Yeah.
And then I also felt like Forms was genuinely an unbelievable leader as well in the changing room.
He was. He was brilliant.
Yeah, like in terms of a motivator, that is exactly what we needed. So I thought you two were the real standouts in the changing room, definitely.
Oh, cheers, Jack. Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's what I watched. It was a really competitive game in total.
Yeah,
really, really high tempo. I was like, we're actually taking this seriously. I was like, wow, this is brilliant. I mean, you can't get any better than Harry Kane's goal, could you?
Oh, it's unbelievable. The lob?
That massive,
yeah,
that massive kick he did.
Oh, it was unbelievable because like I think Rabona I was trying to find a teammate and it was cut out by Liv, and then Harry just didn't even need any sort of time, just a split second to get his head up and to execute that as well. Like it was such a good goal. It was unbelievable.
I've got that in the locker as well.
Yeah, so I hope you can do it for Codner, mate, this year.
We've got a match on Sunday, so
yeah, well, see what happens, mate. Best of luck for it.
I want to see that, Cal. One from the halfway line. That's what I want to see.
What, like Patrick Schick?
That's it.
Oh yes, surely.
Like Patrick Schick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think they would expect that from me because I have scored something like that in the past.
That's it. They'll be waiting for it now.
It's written in the stars, Cal.
That's it.
They're all waiting for it. I've been knocking on that door for about 12 years and it's not open, so I think it's abandoned, I think.
It's open now, it's ready.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to move on to this TikTok event, which was on Saturday. Of course, when I came down to see you all as well. What did you think of the event, Jack, then, in total?
I thought it was superb, mate. To be fair, like I thought there was a lot going on. I felt like the football cage in the middle was fantastic. You know, it gave people the opportunity to make football content. Obviously, the goal, like you go up the little stairs and there's a goal there, so obviously another great opportunity to film some football content. And then I thought the DJ music was superb. It was exactly what I was into. And then obviously, to have like the opportunity to customize a shirt as well. Fantastic. But then above all that, the fact to just like once again to see everyone from the game, really really good, because it's been a month since, or 6 weeks since. So yeah, it was just great to see everyone, and obviously I got to see you in person for the first time, Cal. So yeah, it was really good, mate. I thought it was really good. How'd you find it?
I think it was brilliant. It was a brilliant event. To meet the creators for the first time, it was, well, of course I met Keely before, because Simon and Keely came down to this charity game at Phoenix, and yeah, that's the first time I met them, but that's the second time I met Keely.
Yeah, fair play.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm not going to forgive you for what you did to me.
Oh, it's all right, mate. You saved the majority of them anyway, mate. So
what you did was not in the record books.
It kind of came to mind like instinctively. Like I just went for the Jorginho and then just kind of flicked it up. But yeah, I think it was one of those classics where I won the battle, but I think I lost the war because you saved a lot more than I scored. So
well, Ash put a video on his TikTok of me saving a volley that you did.
Yeah, I saw that. To be fair, that was a good link-up play. That was a great save, mate. Considering how close it was as well, like a great save.
Of course. What do you think to that goal? Do you think goalpost should be like that in the future?
Let's hope not. I don't think I could do. Was it well? Considering like it was like above your arm. If you actually made the crossbar off how like thin the goal was, there was no chance I was scoring. So yeah, I just had to kind of like abuse the height almost and chip it up and in. But yeah, I don't think I could do it again, because you'll remember that.
Well, next time you see me, I might be running at you instead of standing behind you. That's probably what I'll be doing.
Yeah, fair play.
You've seen any of the footage of me running? Have you seen any?
I've not, mate, to be fair.
Well, Football Club Codner put some footage on.
Oh yeah.
I scored a hat-trick on my debut training session.
Jeez, that's good going, man. I say, like, I saw. Actually, no, I think I saw. There's a goal where like you take it like away from the defender, and it's like a low one on your left foot, and it goes bottom right. I've seen that one. Was that one of the hat-trick?
Yeah, that's my hat-trick goal.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I basically cut across the keeper, which he should have saved, to be honest.
Yeah, but you've done enough, mate, to get that in. So.
Yeah, and I had a session yesterday with a bit of a hamstring problem.
Yeah, I saw about that. How's it feeling this morning?
It's all right. I had a hot bath last night to just relax it.
Yeah, no, that's good, mate. I mean, I dropped a comment like you've just got to be really, really careful. Like honestly, because I've done a couple of injuries in my time, and I've had a few like hamstring tweaks.
Yeah,
I'm sure Simon has as well, and you've just got to be so careful with them, because like similar to ankles, they're very vulnerable. Sorry, I couldn't get my word out there. So yeah, mate, just even if you got like a little tweak there, just rest it and don't push it, because if you were to tear that, then yeah, it would be a lot worse. So just take it easy, mate. Really.
Yeah. Otherwise, I did score one decent goal yesterday.
Yeah.
I told Simon on it on TikTok Live. I think I told you, didn't I, Si?
Yeah, he told me. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, I was running. The defender was forcing me out wide, so I couldn't shoot because of how dangerous of a lethal strike I've got.
Yeah.
But I still managed to score anyway.
Good on you, mate. Was it like top corner, or just power beat the keeper?
I put a lot of power on it and and accuracy, but it was how it went in. It was like it beat the keeper at a very tight angle.
So nice. So are we talking front post here?
Yeah, front post.
Yeah.
put outside whip on it and basically just thumped it into the far corner.
Yeah, fair play, man. I say, like, if it was a tight angle, then it must have been power that must have beaten him, and it must have been like a lethal strike, like you said. So
It was a lethal strike, and they thought it was going to take the net off.
oh,
That's how
well,
bad the strike was.
Like he didn't take the keeper's head off. Oh.
yeah,
I think if he put his head in the way, it would have. You know,
it wouldn't. It would have ended ugly if it hit his head.
Do you know? I think they should. I think they should think about playing you on the right. You know, right foot, right the forward. If they play free up front, play you on the right because then you can cut in and smash it with your left, can't you?
yeah, I have played there in my time, but in the training session itself, I played left back. I had to play left back for a defending thing, and actually still scored.
That's right.
Oh, wow.
You run forward and scored.
Yeah, I beat at least. Well, I think it was like 3 defenders. Like,
Yeah.
Nice. You might fancy being a wing back then, Cal. If you're good going forward from defence, then if you're like a wing back in the back 3, that could be an option for the future.
We're playing 4 at the back, so yeah, we had two centre halves, and you had the right back, and I was playing left back.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and I basically still scored. I beat 3 defenders, and then just side-footed it into the goal.
Decent.
Yeah. I say I also saw your tackle, mate. I think someone lost the ball and you were chasing like the left back on back, and obviously you put that tackle in. Yeah, it went for a throw, but it was a great tackle. Like, and again, that kind of shows that you've got this defensive ability. So you could probably do a job at fullback if needed to.
I can't play centre half. There's no chance of that because I don't want a ball blasted at my back and then I feel it afterwards.
You don't want to mess it up either when you head the ball, do you? Really?
Oh, don't. Yeah. If there's a left back that gets injured, I can play there. I can play left back.
Versatility, Cal. It's building, mate.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll go back to questions. Why not?
Actually, I've got one actually for you, Jack.
Yeah, go on.
I've been waiting for this podcast to ask you this.
Yeah.
Does your dad support Man United?
Nah, he doesn't.
He doesn't?
No, he's Newcastle. He's Newcastle because he's.
Was he born in 1966 or something?
I think he's 68.
Right. Okay.
Oh, I know what you're doing here. I think I know what you're doing. Jack Charlton.
I said, what? Did he do it for a reason, or was it a coincidence? Or what?
No, it was genuinely a coincidence. But yeah, like a lot of like the I don't know, like is it the middle-aged fans, like the older generation, like they like go, oh, Jack Charlton. It's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, and it's like, oh, surely that was like, you were named after him. I'm like, no, it was a coincidence. Like, that's
mad. Yeah, because I'm the middle generation as well, or maybe a little bit older generation. But yeah, straight away when I've been waiting for the podcast to ask you the question.
No, I rate it, Simon. I rate it because I've been asked in the past. To be fair, like, but no, it was a coincidence. Yeah, sorry to disappoint if that's not the answer you wanted.
That's mad. So he's a Newcastle supporter. Well, that's that one gone then, isn't it? So do you support Newcastle as well, then, Jack?
I do. Yeah, big Newcastle fan. Yeah.
Okay. Do you go and watch him or?
It's kind of hard because of location. So obviously I live like relatively near to Bournemouth, and it's about 7-8 hours up. So it can be quite difficult. And like, when I have done a home game, it's cost me like 150 quid just to do the whole thing.
Yeah.
So this is like obviously the match day ticket, food and drink and that, the hotel. So yeah, it does add up. So like, for example, like with an away game where you consider like traveling and that, it probably cost me the same to go to a home game. But yeah, I've done a few games. I've done 4 last year.
Right.
And because I've got a few mates who are like got a lot of like loyalty points, that they're able to get like away tickets. So I got offered to go to I think it was Brighton away, Watford away, and Bournemouth away in the 1920 season. But unfortunately, COVID came about, so
yeah,
I couldn't do those games. But I've done a few. I've done a few games, and hopefully I can do more in the future.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's decent. So why Newcastle? What is your dad from there originally?
Yeah. So my dad's a Geordie, so
right,
pretty self-explanatory.
And you just followed your dad.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what all my support Chelsea, so they've done the same thing. So
Yeah, no, that's fair play, mate. I heard the story. Like, didn't your loads of people in a local pub to you support Chelsea or something?
yeah, what it was, my mum and dad bought a pub just outside of Tunbridge Wells, and when the football was on, live football, the pub was full of Chelsea supporters, near enough. So basically, I didn't have a choice. It was either, I support Chelsea or get thrown out of my own house, really. So I thought,
Yeah.
well, I'll go down supporting the Chelsea route. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I don't blame you, and it wasn't a bad choice considering what champions of Europe now. Like,
Well, no, because back then when I first supported them, they was in Division 2 back then.
oh wow,
It wasn't even in the top league. Yeah, that's when
mad.
Kerry Dixon, Dave Speedy, and all that, all of them were there. So
Yeah.
long time ago. You probably won't even recognise the names, Jack. It was that long ago.
Oh.
It's me.
Like out.
Yeah. Yeah, going on Newcastle. Best ever player?
It has to be probably Big Al.
Yeah.
There's been some great goal scorers at the club over the years, like Malcolm McDonald and Jackie Milburn. But yeah, Big Al's the top goal scorer. He's the face of the football club. He's the iconic number 9. So yeah, probably Big Al, to be fair.
100%. It was my idol growing up. It was amazing. Absolutely. He could finish anywhere. He could finish outside the box, in the box, heading, volleying, any tap-ins. It was the whole package.
He just looked like an absolute unit. Like, he was a target man. Like, I got target man vibes, but he was still capable of getting in behind.
Yeah.
He had like pretty much everything in his game: left foot, right foot, header. He could score with every part of the body.
Yeah.
It was kind of peak, really, because obviously me being 21 years old, I didn't really get to see, prime Alan Shearer, because it was like the early noughties, late 90s.
Yeah.
So that's kind of peaking away, and now we're kind of stuck with even though I like him, we're stuck with Joe Linton up front.
Yeah.
So a bit of a contrast there, but yeah, Big Al for me is the best player to wear that black and white shirt.
Yeah, definitely, totally agree.
Yeah, right. So I've not actually asked this any Newcastle fans, so you're going to be the first.
Okay, here we go.
Why is Newcastle United called the Magpies?
Oh no! Oh, my history's not great. Did I take it? Have you searched this up in advance, or? I mean, it must have something to do with the black and white stripes. It has to be something to do with that. But if there's an actual reason, I don't know it, to be fair, Cal. So you'd have to tell me.
I'll have to tell you in the due course.
Yeah. Okay.
The reason why it is because Notts County are called the Magpies.
Yeah.
The oldest football club, obviously, which are near me.
Yeah.
Welcome. But yeah, look, I don't support them anyway, so yeah, that's fine. But if you had to say best ever goal you've seen at a game, whose goal would it be?
For me, it would have to be. I fortunately was able to do some work at some Bournemouth and Southampton games. So I unfortunately got to watch a few of those, a lot of those games. And it was Charlie Daniels versus Man City.
Yeah.
So the ball was headed out and it was bouncing away towards the edge of the box from the side angle, and Daniels from left back came onto it, and it was a half volley, and I can't describe the noise of the thump, considering where you're sat on the ground, you could actually hear the thump of the ball smash the crossbar and then into the back of the net, and I genuinely can't describe how ridiculous the power was on that strike, honestly. So yeah, I'd have to say Charlie Daniels versus Man City.
What's yours then, Si?
Crikey. I think it was Chelsea versus Middlesbrough FA Cup final. Di Matteo. He literally, it was 1 minute gone, and he nearly scored. It was just inside the halfway line, and it was literally. I didn't even get into the ground. Actually, when I walked into the ground, everybody said, "Oh, it's 1-0 already."
Oh my!
So I only saw it on the telly, but it was unbelievable. It was literally first minute. It was it was a great goal. You need to go and have a look at that. It was
Yeah,
unbelievable.
right. I'll search that up straight away after the podcast.
Yeah, it's a decent goal.
What about you, Cal?
Goal.
Yeah.
Oh, crikey. Probably it's Cardiff. Probably. It was Cardiff against Brentford when Brentford were on I think it was a 15-match unbeaten run. So we were against a very strong Brentford team. Just before half time, Will Vaulks, you heard of him?
Yeah, I've heard of Will Vaulks.
Will Vaulks, he scored from just inside his own half.
Jeez.
He lobbed David Raya, and it went into the back of the goal.
That's mad.
And
Did you win that game? Sorry. Did you win that game?
no, we lost 3-2 in the
Pete.
game. Brentford were they were clinical. We missed a lot of big chances.
Yeah.
Can't win them all, but Brentford, you can't be ashamed to lose to Brentford. They are a strong team.
Very tidy team.
Yeah.
Very tidy team.
Speaking
of
that, sorry.
Okay.
So yeah, where do you think Brentford will finish in the Premier League?
I think I told you this on our Insta Live, Cal. I'm not sure if you might remember or not, but I've got them 17th.
So surviving just then.
Yeah, I think they'll just do enough because I don't really know if they're going to do much transfer business or not. I think they're linked with that Christopher Ayer from Celtic. I think he might be going there, but yeah, I think they'll do enough this year. But I feel like they could be another like a Huddersfield, for example, and go down the following year.
It's possible, but yeah, Brentford. Brentford are also linked to Harry Wilson.
Oh yeah, he was with you guys for a bit, wasn't he?
He was last season, yes, and it's believed Brentford are trying to get him on permanent. And he'll be if they get him because he's a great set piece taker.
Yeah, I've seen some of his worldies, to be fair.
Yeah,
I think it depends on two things with Brentford. One, keeping Tony.
Yeah.
The 100% got to keep him.
That's the main.
Yeah, if they don't keep him, then I don't think they've got a chance, in my opinion.
No, I agree.
And the second is what start they get. Because when a team that just goes up and they have a bad start and they've got to catch up all the time, they're normally the ones that don't survive. So their start is essential. I mean, they've got to start picking up points like in the first 6 games, because if they don't, then they'll, then I don't think they will survive. So I think it all depends on the first 6 games and if they keep Tony. In my opinion, I think.
Yeah, Brentford start the campaign off against Arsenal, which is a very strong start for them. I don't know what I haven't made my score predictions for that yet because obviously it's just a month away. But if I'd say honestly, I can't see him getting 3 points.
Nah.
I can see him getting at least a point.
Yeah, that's fair play. I think I'd go Arsenal just to nick it 1-0. But I feel like it's the kind of game where Brentford will say, oh yeah, we probably deserve the point from that game, going off the performance. Them kind of games. So, but I feel like Arsenal, just a difference in quality. They'll nick it 1-0.
Yeah. I mean, Arsenal's pre-season hasn't started off very, very brightly at all.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, pre-season though, you can't think about pre-season. When you look at the games and the scores, I mean, you could lose every single pre-season game and then start the season flying. It's just you just can't tell because people, teams, they try different players, they give players minutes. All it is just getting them match fit. That's all they worry about. So
I totally agree on that. To be fair, it's all about minutes in the tank rather than the results.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. So, what about the other end then, Jack? Who's going to win it?
I'd love to see Chelsea win it. Not going to lie, but I just feel like I'm not just saying that because you're on live, by the way, Simon. I genuinely want that to happen, but I just feel like City will just be too strong again. Not going to lie.
Yeah.
But over 38 games when you consider their squad depth, I feel like with Liverpool and Chelsea, I feel like the knockout competitions is better for them. yeah, Chelsea have got like some like unreal depth as well, but Man City's squad depth is just a joke.
Yeah,
It's really, really good.
I agree. Man City sign a striker, a goal scorer. Then I think it's I think it's all over. I think.
Yeah,
But I think Liverpool push this year though. I think Liverpool back 100%, giving it a go. So it's going to be definitely going to be interesting. So.
Yeah, because last season Liverpool were playing with not a full strength squad because Van Dijk out from that challenge from Pickford.
yeah.
You had Gomez out, you had Matip, you had all these defenders out, and that's really bad team like Liverpool because it feels like you're weak at the back.
Oh, definitely made a lot of difference, 100%.
Yeah, but luckily they had Salah, isn't it? Salah, Firmino, Mane, but Mane didn't turn up really much either.
Nah, it was mainly Jota at the start of the season, but then he got injured. But I also feel like with Liverpool, I genuinely feel like Van Dijk is their most important player. Like, not gonna lie, like I think before he got injured, Liverpool were actually top of the table, or like they were in and about to the top of the table.
Yeah.
But then when his injury occurred, and then Henderson got injured as well, and a few others, it just kind of went downhill from there. But it's good to see Van Dijk's back because I do like him a lot.
Oh, he's probably absolutely brilliant player. So
yeah,
he's a quality player. He really is.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that you would sign for Newcastle this summer?
There's a few, mate. I mean, the priority for us has to be Willock. Definitely. I've seen that we're in talks to get him on loan for a year with an obligation to buy, and that's looking really likely, which is really, really good news considering he was probably the main focal point for us going forward second half of last season. I think we're linked with Jetro Willems on a free transfer as well. Obviously played for us for half a year, was fantastic at left wing back, but done his ACL against Chelsea, which was a shame. And that's kind of made us like doubt him since. And then I feel like we need probably like another striker, but I just don't really know who and how. Because obviously another thing, like our takeover, like there's a lot of stuff going on in the background with this Saudi takeover, and if that went through, then the caliber of player that we were to target would rise sufficiently.
Yeah.
But again, that's all talk, and I'm not going to look into it too much. But
that's been talk for the last 3-4 years, isn't it?
Yes, it's crazy, mate. It's like a roller coaster. It really is.
Yeah.
What's it called?
You want Cal?
Called?
Being a Newcastle fan, that's what it's called.
Yeah. Spot on.
All right.
Yeah. Right, Jack. I want to go over to TikTok for a second.
Sounds good.
So why did you start TikTok?
Why did I start TikTok? Okay.
And how?
Okay. I'll go back to the beginning then. So when I was like, I want to say 11 or 12, me and my mates, a few of my mates were like really into like watching like these skill compilations and free kick compilations on YouTube. And we thought, oh, why don't we get a tripod and take our phones down to our local AstroTurf? And I took my phone and my tripod, and we used to just put my phone up for like an hour, just record, just fire shots away at an open goal, and I'd go back home onto my laptop and just get all the good shots and turn them into like a mini edit. And I used to really, really enjoy doing this, and I'd upload them to YouTube. And when you're that age, you're thinking, oh, maybe one can go viral and all this. So yeah, like unfortunately, like I didn't get any like sort of views from it, but I really enjoyed like the editing side of it and making content, and like analyzing my technique on shots and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it started with YouTube. But then when that fell through, because I'd done this for a few years, I then obviously came across TikTok. And I thought like I downloaded it almost like as just a joke kind of thing, like just to swipe through and watch content. But then obviously I got reminded of like what I used to do, and I thought, well, let's upload a few videos on here. And obviously at the start I did do a lot of football based content.
Yeah.
But it didn't really get anywhere. So So then obviously because I'm a massive gamer as well. I'm a massive gamer. Like I like my FIFA. I loved my GTA. So I wanted to do some sort of gaming videos. And obviously at that point, the Karen trend was like kind of popping off. So I wanted to try and combine the two. So I now do videos where I've got like a Karen in a game shop. And that's kind of how it really has gone about.
Yeah,
Like, it's kind of like it could have been like a more specific story about how I started, but that basically is like a short summary of how it happened, really.
yeah. No, I mean, crikey, you've done absolutely brilliant. We got 512,000 followers now, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. It's gone really, really well in the last like month and a half. So yeah, I just got to keep going really, and congratulations to yourself as well for hitting 100K. Because
Oh, cheers, Jack.
no, genuinely, like, because I remember like you used to do like the fitness classes. You were going live every day, multiple times, constantly posting content. Like, there's not many out there that probably deserve it more than you, to be fair. So
Oh, thank you. That's really
yeah,
thank you very much. Appreciate
that's
it.
all right. And for you, Cal, as well. I take it. What's the next goal for you? 1.5 mil.
I haven't actually got a target at the moment
No,
because
just seeing how it happens.
my main target was hitting 1 million.
Yeah,
But I've hit 1.1 now. I'm closing in on 1.2.
nice.
I think I'm mostly focusing on my Instagram at the moment.
Yeah. To be fair, that's another thing. Like, that's why like I asked you both onto lives, because I really want to start getting creators onto Instagram and really trying to put, you know, boost our Instagrams, because you like, I don't think it will happen, but like say TikTok did just like, you know, either die or fall through, you've got to start like transferring your following onto other platforms. That's why this podcast for you guys is so good, because like you can obviously get your supporters to come over here, and obviously to your Instagrams as well. So yeah, it's definitely worth getting your following onto other social medias, definitely.
Oh, it definitely is. Yeah, no, I agree. That's, you know, you don't want to push it too much, but you still got to push it. People say, "Oh, why are you pushing it?" Because you're going to, aren't you? You want followers to come over to your other, like I say, other platforms. That's what it's about, isn't it? So
Definitely.
I mean, last night, so you hit 2,500, wasn't it?
yeah, on Instagram, which is
Nice.
it's big for me because I haven't really been on Instagram for very long. Probably been on Instagram 4 months, something like that. So
That's good going, that is, Simon.
yeah,
Yeah.
so it's not too bad. I'm happy. I'm happy with every follower I get, because, you know, the more followers I get, the more people I can sort of help for charities and stuff like that. And that's the main reason why I really do it, is, you know, try to help with charities, try to raise money for different things. And that's how I started doing it. And so the more people that follow me, the more people, you know, the more charities I can push out there and try to help them. Basically, that's what I'm looking for. So
Yeah, no, I totally rate that.
thanks. Cheers.
Yeah, so I take you both saw the post up on my Instagram last night.
Yeah, chop the comment, mate.
Yeah, I saw it.
I definitely wouldn't pull off them leather trousers. That's for sure.
Nah, no, neither. I always wear like sportswear, so I'd have no chance.
Yeah, same as me. Yeah.
I mean, it's broke my previous record of likes on a single photo.
I know, it's mad.
Nice, mate.
Because the highest before that one was 15,000 likes.
Whoa.
That one yesterday has broke the record by quite a margin. It's on 24,602.
Mate, that's mad.
It's mad. Just on likes. It's mental, isn't it?
Carl, I've got one question for you in relation to that. What's Cardiff City's stadium's capacity?
Without searching it up.
That's what is it?
Without searching it up.
Yeah, like what's their capacity, like Cardiff's ground?
33,000.
33. So you can you've basically filled a football ground, like a championship football ground, or some Premier League grounds, with like how many likes you've got.
I know, it's mad when you think about it like that, isn't it?
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, and yeah. Speaking of Instagram, Jack. So, have you got a name for Instagram?
I mean, obviously the priority for me is TikTok. But it'd be really nice to hit 10K on here. I think. I mean, I'm pushing now to try and get to 6.5K. But I think as a long-term goal, I think 10K would be fantastic. But we just got to ride the waves and see what happens, really.
That's it. Well, like I said, Simon, you're happy with every single follower you get.
Mm.
But is there a target you want to hit?
Who, me?
10K?
Oh yeah, I mean, God, if I got 10K on Instagram, I'd probably be running around the town in my boxer shorts. Do you know what I mean? So it'd be absolutely amazing. You know, just any. I don't know. I should have said that, should I? Because I had to do the blonde hair. When I said I reached 100,000, I'd dye my hair blonde. So I might have to stick to my word there. So. So yeah, I mean, 10K on Instagram would be absolutely amazing, and like I say, any followers I get on TikTok is absolutely fantastic, and then I can push to charity events and stuff like that. So,
I've only got one aim for Instagram at the moment. That's hitting 100.
100K,
You're on your way, Cal. Pardon me, you're on your way.
Mm.
Yeah,
Definitely on your way.
100. So I'm not doing too bad at all.
Right.
Yeah, that's class, mate.
I mean, I've gained 2,400 followers in a single day. In one
That's
point.
mad. That's crazy.
We on the live last night. We pushed it, didn't we? People go and have a look at your thing, and it worked. And it worked, didn't it?
Yeah, and yeah, like I says, you're doing well. Oh, like it says, 2,500 is not bad on Instagram at all, because
It's good going. It's good going.
Yeah, no, I'm pleased. I'm happy. So, Jack, what do you always ask this question to everybody? Where do you see yourself in, say, 3 years or 5 years time? What do you want to be doing?
Question.
Good question, Simon. So I'm currently doing sports journalism at university. Just done my first year, and I've got 2 left. So in 3 to 5 years, I'd like to. It'd be a dream of mine to find a job which I can combine like my TikTok and work with. So maybe like if I could get a job working like some sort of sports or football media, that would be that'd be a genuine dream for me. So I'd love to do that in 3 to 5 years. But then if we're just talking in relation to TikTok, I mean, in 3 to 5 years, if I could maybe get to 1 mil, and maybe double the following, that would be, I don't know, maybe it will be life changing. But that would be the long term goal for me in 3 to 5 years, to try and get to 1 million.
Yeah.
It just feels mad. Like one thing, like it feels mad saying that.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy because like we've all got over 100K, but we probably couldn't have even dreamed of getting that many. Like when we started this journey, you know what I mean? Like we've all came through it together. It's been incredible.
I mean, yeah, like it says, yeah. I never thought I would get to that. I don't think you think you'll get to 500K.
Nah, no chance, mate.
What's you, Simon? You wouldn't think you would get to at least 50K, did you?
No, I was, when I got to 10,000, I was telling all my families, going, I can't believe it. I've got like 10,000 followers on TikTok. What is going on? It's like absolute mental. So that's what I mean. It's just madness, just madness. Because what am I? You know, I do football content, and yeah, I've played football and coach and stuff like that. But I think on TikTok, it's hard when you're older, and I'm older.
I to be fair, mate, I'll be honest. I totally agree with that. I do. And I think, like I said before, you've done an unbelievable job. But yeah, I totally agree on that point. Like, I do feel like, with all due respect, it is probably a bit harder when you're older.
Definitely.
But yeah, fair play to you. Honestly.
Oh, cheers, Jack. Yeah, it is. TikTok is for the youngsters mainly, but I just jumped on board because I was bored through lockdown, and Keely said, "Look, why don't you just do it? Give you something to do." And yeah, I thought, yeah, why don't
That's exactly how I got into it as well, though. Like, it was that first lockdown between, like, I think it was like April 2020, around that time. And that's what I was bored. So that's what got me into TikTok. And when did you start, Cal?
Me?
Yeah.
I started in May 2019.
Oh, jeez. Fair play.
On 2 years now.
Yeah.
When did you start then? You started very recently then?
No, so it was that lockdown, April 2020. It was like our first ever COVID lockdown, like the long one in the summer.
Yeah, then.
Yeah, just over a year. Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't been on long, Simon, have you?
No, I didn't. I started January this year.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's mad. That's
so
really good.
I've only been on it. It was 6 months. A few days ago, I've been on it. So yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
class, mate. I didn't have 100K after 6 months.
No,
Nah,
no,
that's really good going.
no, it's mad. It's brilliant. I mean, you know, I admit, you know, going live with Cal, he does help me. He does push it for me. So you know, I'm not going to lie.
Uh,
Yeah, you push the followers out for me. That's for sure.
yeah. If you don't know, Jack, I put he was nearly on 100,000. He was on 98.2 by the time I did the shout out video.
Yeah.
But I put a video out, and literally within a couple when I went on live with him, his followers were shooting up.
Oh wow, man.
It was mental. I thought I got away with the blonde hair until
Yeah.
until Cal got involved and made sure I didn't.
Cal just wanted to see the hair, mate.
He did. He
Like,
did.
that's literally it.
I was on 98,000. There was about, I don't know, a week to go until the final. I thought I'm never going to get 2,000 in a week, so I'm going to get away with it. And he does a bleeding video, and it flies up. And
Oh, I know what day I did it on. I know what day I did that video.
yeah,
I did it literally 4 days before the final.
that's it. Yeah, it's
Wow.
mental.
Well, like 3K in 4 days.
Yeah, was watching it on the live, and it was just going up, and I was going, "Cheers, Cal. Thanks, mate."
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And you're blaming me for it. You're going, blame Cal for this.
I couldn't believe it. Yeah, so this is Cal's fault, by the way, everybody. So,
How long is that going to take to come out then?
I don't know. It is starting to grow out a little bit now. So it'd be a few weeks, I should imagine. So.
It's all good though. I think it suits you, Simon. Like I told you on our Insta live, like I genuinely think it suits you.
Cheers, Jack. Cheers.
Jack, next.
Oh no, hey.
Oh, dear.
If I've done it with mine and Sam's done it with it, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Maybe if I got to 1 mil somehow.
Oh, we've seen this. We've heard this on the live.
Oh.
Gets to 1 million, Jack's gonna dye his hair. What colour, Jack?
I'll join you two and go for the blonde.
Yes.
Yeah.
Quality. In 1 million, so 1 million followers, Jack Charlton's going to be blonde. There you go.
Oh, it's been said you can't go back on it now.
No,
Nah. Like I can't see myself hitting it, so yeah, I'll put it out there.
no, you will hit it. You will hit it.
There we go. I might do the same as what I did to Simon then.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh god.
Quality.
Yeah.
Is there anything else, Cal? Because we're on that time now. So.
Yeah, I've got one more. It's a quick one.
Go for it, mate.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just based on videos. What is your highest viewed video?
My highest viewed is I think it's 5.4 mil. I think it's 5.4, and it's like it was like a selling FIFA 12 to a Karen. So, yeah, 5.4 mil. What about you two?
Ooh, yeah. What's your Si?
I got a 6 million one.
Wow.
Yeah, with Pepe, wasn't it? That Pepe, the penalty.
Oh yeah. No, I
Yeah.
do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was good. So pleased with that.
That's class. What about you, Carl?
I think I'm not sure. I think one of them's got nearly 8 million. I think.
It's incredible.
Mad, isn't it?
Keely had a high one, didn't she, Simon?
Yeah,
me
and Keely doing headers. That's on 15.8 million now.
That is ridiculous.
It's mad, isn't it? 15.8 million. It's mental.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy numbers. That is.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
God. I mean, yeah. Is that it from you, Simon? Then.
Yeah, all great. It's brilliant. It's been great.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for tuning in for this podcast. Thank you, Jack, for coming on.
Thank you, guys. I loved it. Really did. Thank you.
Absolutely great laughs as we usually do on this podcast. We have got to have a laugh every now and again. But yeah, you can't go back on your word about this 1 million for your hair now. So I'll try and help you with that if you like.
I'll be looking forward to that.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, but thank you so much, Jack, for coming on again.
No worries.
Cheers, Jack. It's great to talk to you. You're brilliant. You're brilliant, lad. You really are.
Cheers, man. So you guys, honestly.
See you guys later.
All right, see you in a bit, guys. Thank you.